Okay, so for reading today, we don't have a new chapter to read. We're doing the review and the reflect on chapters 13 through 15. So that means go ahead and get out your Tuesday packet because we're a day behind in reading. Open it to the first page. And remember, the first question is you give it a title. You give this section of the book a title. Make sure that you write the title correctly. Make sure your capitalization and the punctuation is correct. Are chapter titles underlined or do they have quotation marks? Then for number 2, remember you're summarizing what happens in these chapters. Make sure you have at least 1 to 2 sentences per chapter. Try to fit it in this spot. Some of you like to write and write and write, which is great, but sometimes you have to narrow it down a little. So 1 to 2 sentences about the important things from each chapter. Number 5, what is your favorite part of this section of the book? So you have to tell me why. And remember, you cannot say, this blah, blah, blah was my favorite part because it was funny, or blah, blah, blah was my favorite part because it was interesting. You have to tell me why it was funny or interesting. So you need to be detailed. And then number 4 is what new words did you learn in these chapters? I'm looking for all of the words right there. You have your vocabulary notebook. Remember, you can use your book and your vocabulary notebook for any of these. And then number 5, draw a picture of something you think represents these chapters. Now this can be a picture of your favorite part, or it can be a bunch of small pictures of all different kinds of things that happen in these chapters. Once you're done with the front, go ahead and turn to the back. And you have a word search of all different kinds of characters that we have met. Now, we have not actually met every single one of these characters yet. We've heard of some of them you've never heard of. So be paying attention. And if you come across one that you've never heard of, try to think of who you think that character might end up being and where we might see them. Okay, that's a good way to infer what might happen later in the book. Okay, go ahead. That's all you have for reading today. Go ahead and do that right now so that you are done and you will not have any homework.